I'm writing this now that we are back home and have actually started to process the events of the last week. Long story short, my 2-year-old was sick last week and had his appendix removed on Friday, is healing very well, and we were discharged today. I am mostly writing this to 1. Process and 2. Bring awareness of how appendicitis may present in toddlers. Last Sunday my toddler was acting slightly lethargic and took an abnormally long nap. I had made the comment to husband that it seemed like he may be fighting something off, because he never takes naps longer than an hour anymore. Sure enough, Sunday around 10:30 p.m. he woke up vomiting with a slight fever and complaining of stomach pain. We cleaned him up and got him back into bed, and about an hour later heard him throwing up again. He goes to daycare and stomach bugs love coming home with him, so this was not abnormal. He threw up one other time Sunday night, but otherwise he was able to calm down and he fell asleep until about 8 on Monday morning. He didn't have much of an appetite but sort of seemed a little better, so we just took things easy and offered fluids and easy foods like Jell-O and applesauce. Everything he consumed he would throw up. He kept talking about belly pain and pointing to his belly button. At this point I was concerned about the pain, and after feeling around he kept complaining about lower abdominal pain, not point tender to the right side. My husband called our pediatrician and asked for a same-day appointment. Our pediatrician believed his symptoms were being caused by walking pneumonia. She explained how appendicitis is very rare in young children and that walking pneumonia in this age group can actually have GI symptoms and lower quadrant pain as well. After a negative chest X-ray, negative flu and COVID tests, and an unremarkable physical exam, we were sent home with a diagnosis of a viral infection. Our instructions were if his fever raises above 104 at any point, or if he has a fever, even low grade, that persists more than 3 days, to call back or go to the ER. The following day proceeded like any normal stomach bug would. He had diarrhea, the fevers ranging from 99 to 103, and would have periods of getting better, and then feeling worse. Tuesday night he woke up every 2 to 3 hours complaining of pain in his stomach and throwing up. At this point I had told my husband that if when we woke up for the day if his symptoms were not better then we would go to the ER. Well, Wednesday morning comes and he is doing great. He started eating, drinking and playing, still seemed a little weak since he has been so sick but definitely seemed better. He still had a low-grade fever but overall he was looking slightly better. Wednesday night he almost slept through the whole night, only waking up once for water. On Thursday, however, when he woke up he was lethargic. He was still wanting to eat, but couldn't eat much without saying his stomach was hurting, and kept saying he just wanted to lay. I again felt around his abdomen, and this time he was more tender in the right lower quadrant. His fever spiked back up to 101.5, and that's when I called our pediatrician again, stating we needed another same-day appointment. At the pet's office after her physical exam she advised us to go to the ER. At the ER they did an ultrasound, scans and blood work to confirm that my son had a perforated appendix. Friday afternoon he had a successful appendectomy and central line placement. Thankfully it was done laparoscopic. Saturday and Sunday were spent in the hospital. He has done so well in recovery, and today they discharged him early. Obviously we are still on antibiotics and he's still very sore from surgery, but we are so thankful to be back home. Now that we are back, I just keep thinking to myself how I should have just pushed for them to at least take blood work on Monday to see if his infection labs would come back with anything. I feel so sad/guilty that my son's little body was fighting so hard to get better, and just how exhausted he was the whole week. We still have a lot of recovery to go, but I am just so grateful we are home, and that he is starting to feel better. Moral of the story: kids' bodies do a very good job at regulating until they can't anymore and just give out. Just trust your gut and take your kid to the ER.